20 rules of money. Give me those 20 rules of money. What? You only need one answer for this. Let's get rich, rich, rich right here at Barry Charles. Welcome back to Barry Charles. And yes, we're going to look at Valuetainment Patrick Bet-David's 20 rules of money and see if I can provide more value to you as the viewer looking at one of the greatest of all in value entertainment. Yes, Patrick Bet-David. So in this video, we're going to look at this 20 rules of money and see if I can help provide value to you. So let's get to it. Remember to like the button and slam dunk that subscribe button, because basketball is the king of sports. Let's get onto it. Let's get to it right here, right now. Barry Charles. Yes, welcome to 20 rules of money. And what is the first one on our list is play the game. Yes, you need to play the game of the rules of money. So how do we do that? Well, first off, have you got $10 in your wallet? How much you got in your wallet right now? You got $20? You got $50? You got $100? You got $1,000? You got 10,000? 100,000? A million? What have you got in your wallet right now? What's left over at the end of the day, right here, right now? If you don't like the answer, it's time to reshape your mind and blow it all out as you begin to play the game of money. Yes, people will make excuses that oh, this guy's European, he comes from a rich family, he's lived here all his life, he's got generational wealth. There's no excuse in the world. You know, if you learn how to play the game of money, there is no excuse for you to make some money. Well, the number 2 rule that Patrick Bet-David talks about is don't be a hater of money. So, you say that money doesn't grow on trees, only CEOs make money. I'm a janitor. Well, I got a side note right there, right now for you guys right there about a janitor. Yes. Have you ever heard of a janitor that worked his way up? This is in America. He worked the janitor all his life and became a millionaire. Yes, because he invested his money into the stock market and watched it grow over time. So there is no excuse. It doesn't matter what job you got. You can be a millionaire right here, right now. In my opinion, you need to change your mindset if you're a hater of money. Doesn't matter what you do, you need to just change what you think about the money game. Don't be a hater, go positive about it. Wow, if I had that money, I could do this. Or if I could do this money, I could do this. And then next minute, ching, light bulb in your head, and you start looking at ways to making more money for you. Let's get to the number 3 rule on Patrick David's 20 rules of money. Yes, number 3 on this list is that's a doubles game. It's about doubling your money. Money. Yes, we've got to double our money. And how do we do this? Well, if you only start with 1,000, you got to make it turn into 2,000. Then you got to go to 4,000. Then 8,000. Then 16,000. 32,000. 64. 128. 256. 500. And then you're at $1 million. So it's all about doubles game. Yeah. It's just a doubles game, folks, out there. All about a doubles game. So if you're at 32,000, you're 5 doubles away from being a millionaire. Yes. It just depends on your risk tolerance. If you're 18 years old, you can take more risk, but when you're 65, you're going to be a little bit more. But that doesn't mean a 65-year-old doesn't take big risk. There's some 65-year-olds that take huge risk. So that's been a bit of a statement there, Patrick. But anyway, getting back to the video. But often older people are looking at their grandchildren and trying to look after them as well. So they necessarily don't take as much risk. But how do you actually start a business? This is invest into stocks, real estate, side hustle. You at home have got to decide how you're going to try and double your money. It doesn't grow on trees. You need to really work on doubling your money. Let's go to number 4. Yes, ladies out there, seduction. Yes, you've got to seduce the money. You're not going to have a lady stay with you if you don't know how to seduce. A woman doesn't like a desperate man. She likes a confident man, sure about himself. Yes, you can be a little bit shy, but you need to exude confidence in what you're all about. Otherwise, they just let you go. Money is not attracted to people. They want to show it off. And a good example of this right now, Andrew Tate shows off all his money. He's got a bigger ego than himself, and does his crazy stuff, and look what happens. You're in jail, buddy. Well, not in jail yet, but he's been arrested. In my opinion, how do you become more of a seduction of money? Well, I think you need to start doing more networking, getting to know people that make money. That's a good starting point. Also, learn about how to read books about famous people that have become rich. Build your knowledge base up. And that'll help you become more financially savvy. Number 5 rule, yes, timing. Yes, and we're not talking about timing the market, even though that's a brilliant idea, but 99.9% of people cannot time the market. And even if that 0.01 they do time the market once, they won't do it twice, 3 times. They'll just do it that one time. But getting back to where we are, we've got to understand about cut costing. Now, there's a lot of this going around. People like Facebook, heaps of different companies letting go of staff to save them some money. Yes, but it'll stunt long-term growth. If you want to keep growing, baby, you got to keep growing. You got to keep putting in that investment into people to get yourself going. Now, this is the fine sword, knowing what to do here. And Patrick Bet gives a good example here. Is that you might be currently overstaffed, say just a couple of staff, and people will say, why aren't you cutting them? Well, they don't understand the full story, that I am developing in another state or another country. I'm building the business, and there's going to be more jobs for them. So it's about understanding the whole picture of the game. So Patrick is basically saying here, knowing when is the right time to start a business, when to invest in a stock or real estate, when to hold cash. This is all about timing. You need to understand how to time. Yes, there's time management too, but it's all about, understanding. Yes, when there's a down cycle, that's when you buy, invest, real estate, business. This is the time where you can make life-changing generation wealth for you. Number 6, bored. Yes, number 6, bored. A female is bored of you, or male for instance, they simply walk away. And the same thing about money. If you don't do anything with your money, it won't understand you and it won't grow. It'll just sit there and lose money with inflation. People need to understand you need to make your money work for you and not let the money not work. So it's for you. You need to make some money and go, where can I make more to add up to my doubles game, as we talked about earlier. Let's get to number 7. I don't know if I agree with this one, but anyway, it's not a bad idea. A secret account that nobody knows about. Not even your wife, your mother, your auntie, your uncle, your best friend. It doesn't matter. Your children. This is an absolute secret account. It's a crisis account for your business when everything goes belly up. Just like what happened in COVID, and when some people weren't generating any money, you could have money there to pay your employees to get you through the struggle. And you would hope that with that showing that love, that they'll be with you for a long time to come. Yes, indeed. That is the way the cookie crumbles when you're bored. But anyway, this is what can help save you having that extra money. If it's 100K just sitting there, you can pay a lot of employees to get you out of the trouble. So what happens next? For you at number 8, don't fly first class. Yes, first class, I'll tell you what, it's pretty good stuff, flying first class. Done it myself, but to be fair, what did I gain from it? Not much. You might have felt like royalty for a little while, but do you gain much out of being in first class? Oh yes, have all the champagne you want and all that jazz. But that's not me. That's not my game. I don't drink, so it wasn't my cup of tea. But a bit of food, but that's about it. Let's get to number 8. He says, don't fly first class. Well, until you get to a $10 million. Now, why does he do that? Well, because say you pay $15,000 each flight, and you do that 10 times, that's 15,000. You do that 20 times, that's 30,000. I mean, over time, you could add more employees. Yep, you could use this money and add more employees to grow your business, or invest into something to get you more wealth. This is where you want to walk away from first class. I like this here that instead of being lavish, you can employ more employees and make your money work for you and your business. So this is what he's basically trying to say. It's not to spend lavishly, especially early on, until you've really made it as a business, and then you can start to look at maybe doing a bit more lavish things. If you've got money sitting there that's absolutely not going to make you financially ruined. Let's go into number 9. Rule: compensation plan. Study how you get taxed. Business owners all around the world, in America, the rich get better tax than me. And of course they do, because they're the ones creating the jobs. How about you get off your patootie and create jobs for us? All these naysayers that keep complaining, well, go do something about it instead of complaining. Exactly. Here we are, yet again, people complaining. But what he is saying is about getting the best out of your tax. Yes. You don't want the tax man coming after you if you don't know what to do in each individual country, because each country has different tax laws. So understand the tax laws. Number 10. Is it the end of the world when everyone isn't fair? Like, you can look right now in the stock market, the house market. Everyone's going, no, don't do anything. Get ready. It's time to go buy. Right here, right now, will make you the absolute opportunity to go to the moon when we fly back up into perfect territory again. In the next year or so, this is a chance to get into the housing market if you haven't already, or add to your portfolio big time when the prices are low. Absolutely, this is the time to buy. Don't forget about the tax rate, because the interest rate, because in a year or two, you'll be able to slash it when it drops. I mean, that's just business. That's what you need to understand. You can do this, people. You can make money in this environment. It's the opportunity of a lifetime right here in 2023. Is going to be where people make life-changing decisions, and the people that sit on the sidelines are going to miss out on the big opportunity that's coming. Yes, indeed. Get into it. We can make generational wealth right here, right now. If you got anything from this video today, make sure that you're investing into your future right here in 2023. And I tell you what, you're going to live a prosperous life. No doubt about it. You have to invest in the right places, but if you do, you will make life-changing decisions. Yes, indeed. If there's a war happening, which is happening at the moment, Is it time to walk away? Or is it time to get going? When people are scared in the war times, it's time to do what you need to do. People say save for a rainy day, and that's a situation. Your money's not going to be there if we're all going boom. Exactly. So it's time for you, when the pressure's on with people, this is the time to make the most investing decisions you can to really go boom, grow up the ladder. Yes indeed. So I hope you're understanding what's happening here. Now we're going to look at number 11. Yes, number 11 on the list here. It's about knowing your politicians. I don't know if I agree with this one straight off the bat before they even talk about it. I just don't think you need to rely on politicians. But anyway, let's get back to what he believes around politicians. You need to understand if it's heavy duty taxing, or is this Democrats or Republicans in America, or prime ministers in different places around the world. This is where the opportunity is to understand who is in the parliament. So whoever's going to cut, is someone going to cut costs for you, and who's going to be hiring costs for you. So that's what you need to look at, and you got to make decisions that help you towards making the most tax efficient of your business. To me, I don't really follow this because it can change within 4 years. And really, do you want to focus on? Yes, it's good. Yes, the tax part, yes, good. I understand about the tax, but if it doesn't work for your business, if you want to keep scaling to where you want to go, you need to work out where your business needs to go and not worrying about who the politician is. That's just my opinion right there, folks. Let's look at number 12. The smart investor. Yes, learn to be a smart investor. And how do you do this? Well, you read books, of course. You can look at podcasts, YouTube, blogs, see what their philosophies are, how they've made their money. Warren Buffett's a prime example. Check him out if you like investing. He's one guy to look at. The Intelligent Investor from Beach and Graham, and they are in that light. Follow those guys. They're people you should look at. If we look into the future of this game of how to make a smart investment, well, to me, you want to be a smart investor, you need to do your due diligence. You need to learn whatever game you're going into. If it's business, real estate, investing, you need to understand the game, and you need to understand that it's a long-term game, not a short-term game. Okay, yes, there is short-term gains that you can make big money from flipping a house, investing into something when the momentum's going. Yes, but there's also a risk that if you miss the timing there, you're stuck with a house or block of units that are costing you millions of dollars, and people have to sell it off. So you need to make sure you add in the timing, buying at the right time, and all this stuff into your investing. Yes, let's get to the number 13 rule on his list. Play your game. Yes, folks, play your game. Don't care about others. Your best mate's at $2 million. He's at $100. It doesn't, and you're only at $20. It doesn't really matter. Do not chase that person, because you'll take a risk too far, and you'll drop it all, and you could be bankrupt, or you lose the doubles. So you could go from 100,000 down to 25,000 just like that, by just one silly mistake trying to catch up to your mate. It doesn't matter if he's ahead. It's about improving yourself. Do everything in your own time, and you will get there. So you got to focus on the risk tolerance, your own strategies, put a plan towards your goals, and you will be ahead, and you play your own game towards richness. Number 14, the index. You got to beat the index. This is what you got to do. Beat. You, instead of trying to beat the index, so this is when we talk about the SP 500, then you 10% a year. You don't want to just beat that. You want to get 100% a year. You want to get 200% a year. You can only do that with business. Yes, indeed. How do you do that? You need to absolutely, you can't control the index, but you can control your business and where you want to go. Yes, indeed. This is what he says. My argument to this is, yes, you can control your business, but if you're in a business where there's products and there's a slow point, there's no money to be made right at that point if we're going into a crash situation. So how do you deviate around there? Do you look at other products that are selling and put that into your thing as a short-term play? Yes, indeed, this is stuff you need to look at. It's not just about beating the index. Yes. Yes, let's get to the next one on our list. Yes. Well, you can project what income you get in the future in your business. But let's look at number 15. Befriend moneymakers. Well, we've talked about this a little bit before. But moneymakers. So who is your boss? That's a good starting point. How's he making his money? Go out and network. There's a lot of networking that you could go to understand yourself. You can go watch like a Robert Kiyosaki thing. There is heaps of stuff that is all around the world that you can go and watch. It's all free. You just go. They might try to sell you something at the end, but you can get some more wealth and understand these people that are making wealth. And then eventually you can go up to the next scale if you want to be with the Grant Cardones and all these people right at the top that are making some real moolah. You can start paying for their courses and looking at ways to make money from them, and Warren Buffett's and the likes. That's where you can try and make some money. But yeah, just understand how to befriend people and do more networking so you gain more knowledge on your own philosophies so you can grow. Let's look at number 16. Diversification is for sissies, he says. Yes, for sissies. People that are trying to get doubles in 20, 30, 40 years. That's diversification. Yes, you'll get there, but it'll take you a long time. But if you want to get there in 5 years, be a millionaire, then a billionaire, well, you ain't gonna get it by being a sissy. Yes, indeed. So how do we put this into situations if you're just going with stocks? Now, diversification, so people will say diverse into 20, 30, some people have 50, 100 stocks. Do you really understand 100 stocks? I mean, honestly, do you understand 100 stocks? Or should you really study 5 stocks, understand them, the business around, the value around the business, what price you want to invest into it, understand them completely, do your research and keep learning about them as you go along, and then realize maybe, this company is going backwards, so yes, I need to sell out of this position or sell my profits and either reinvest into another company or find another company to take and keep yourself at 5 stocks. Honestly, that is the way you can really make big money, where if you diverse too much, and that's the problem with Warren Buffett's got now, he's diverse so much that he can't really make the big gains anymore. Because if you only have 5 stocks, you can really go, yes, this is where the bargain is at the moment. So just invest totally into that one stock while that one's down, and then move to the other one. That's what you got to do. But if you go too spread out, you haven't got enough money to ever invest big enough into those companies to make a big changing decision. That's why you just look around, get yourself into a lower position, and that's where you go, boom. Just same with business, same with real estate. It's all a money game. You look to get something at a bargain, and then boom, start from there and watch your money grow. Yes, indeed, watch your money grow here at Barry Charles. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe as we continue this video. 17, leverage. We need to learn leverage. how can we use leverage to make us more money in our business? How do we market time? How do we do the marketing? How do we sell more? How do we expand more? There's so many things we need to do. We've got to be about leverage here, folks. You've got to leverage yourself so you can work your way up. 18 goes with leverage. You've got a position. You've got a position to invest into a company before it goes public. Yes, this is an opportunity. Absolutely opportunity here to invest into a company before it goes public, because you're going to get it at a much cheaper rate than when it goes on sale. Yes, indeed. Good example was this is the president. You have to work into that position yourself with getting the right team around you. You got to start at local government, federal government, depending on where you are, state government. Work your way up and getting into a senator type situation, or a leader of a party, depending on what part of the world you're in. And then you got to do your networking there. Work yourself up to be the person that's going to take over as the next person to take over their party, or the Democratic or Republican seat. Boom, and try and win that and be the elect, and eventually be either the president or prime minister of the country. So that is what people need to do. Position yourself to improve yourself so you're going forward in your career. Now let's have a look at number 19. Create strategic partnerships. Yes, indeed, this is very, very important for you. Yes, you can look at partnering with non-for-profits as well. This is another example to try and promote yourself, whether that's breast cancer, whether that's looking after people in other parts of the world, if it's looking after animals, if it's beauty. It doesn't matter what it is. Helping people with brain cancer, it doesn't really matter what it is. But that's a good strategic plan to look at. But more importantly is partners around you and how you can help them grow. Yes, if you can align with businesses that are aligned with your goals and partner up with them and help them out and they help you out, this is a way to build more wealth and build your connections in your community. Yes, indeed, this is how we make ourselves well-rounded individuals and able to continue to grow our business. And last of all, round 20, the big number 20, the big check syndrome. What? There's no checks anymore? Well, some places still have checks, but checks are going out the door. But this analogy shows you what he's talking about. So, say you're a real estate agent and you've got a 10K check for the first time when you've did a sale on a $3 million home. Okay, and you're used to getting 2K checks. And then you start spending like you get 10K every month. Boom, boom, boom. And next minute, you're in debt. And this is where the syndrome is. Once you get a little bit of money, it's like if you win the lottery, most people go bankrupt because they forget or not financially literate to understand what to do with their money. So what should you do over 20 years? Where if you absolutely save that money over time, we can do something about it. Yes, indeed. So what do I see the future for you? You don't get cocky trying to make a lot of money. You really need to try and work your way up the system as you roll along. And for me, out of this video, this is what I hope you get out of this video. You need to invest your time wisely. Yes, you do. You need to invest your time wisely. You need to understand where you want to go in your life. If you haven't started a business yet and wanting to look at ways to invest, this is a good time to start looking around in your investing circles and networking with people. You need to understand money. You need to read the books to understand how to invest money in different areas. And remember, be yourself. That is the key. Be yourself. Yes, you can always improve yourself, but if you go away from what you are, and don't keep within your personal beliefs, you will never get where you need to be. That doesn't mean you don't have to go take risks or stuff like that, but try to be yourself and you will be great. Well, that is 20 Rules of Money episode here at Barry Charles. I hope you got some great value out of this video. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel because Barry Charles is giving you great value, entertainment, no pun intended. But yes, Barry Charles will be back soon with another video. Go check them out right now. Take care out there, my friends.